Hey guys, so today we are going to be doing the 2024 prediction video of Joe Biden versus Ron DeSantis. I feel like this is very likely. Ron DeSantis just sent a big 2024 message. Um, so I feel like he could. I feel like if Donald Trump doesn't run, he will be the most likely Republican candidate. Everybody's been saying that too. It's highly likely. I feel like he's basically um what's how do I know? He's basically a backup 2024 candidate. In polls without Donald Trump right now, he is winning for the most part. Right now, he's winning the polls without Donald Trump. As of late, the latest poll shows, and they haven't been updated. But I feel like on this one, but I feel like Donald Trump. I mean, sorry, Ron DeSantis would. I feel like Ron DeSantis would still be winning the polls even if it was updated. But as you can see, Ron DeSantis in polls he has been winning most of them. Mike Pence has been winning so much, it doesn't make sense in my opinion. Donald Trump Jr. has won one, and other won once. But I feel like Ron DeSantis, I feel like he'll be the most likely candidate if Donald Trump doesn't run. He's the governor of Florida. I feel like he has a pretty good chance of winning. But yeah, let's go into it. So Joe Biden, I feel like would do well in some these obviously very Democratic states. Nevada, I feel like Nevada is in at the end of the day, Nevada is a pretty Republican state, so I feel like it would go to Ron DeSantis in a pretty good margin. I feel like in this margin, I would say this is like a 4 point margin. I would say I feel like he would be popular there, and with Arizona, I feel like he would do well there. I'll say about the same margin maybe. Actually, I think I'll give him a higher margin for Arizona. Um, these are these are basically swing states, but their ideology is leans conservative, and so that's why I think that these would go to Ron DeSantis, and he would do well with the Trump bases in the states. Utah, Idaho, Montana, and Wyoming, and all these states, of course, I think would go to um, Ron DeSantis. Joe Biden, I think, would win Colorado, New Mexico, and Hawaii and Alaska. No, that's not really shocking. In Minnesota, I feel like Joe Biden would win Minnesota. I feel like barely in that margin. I feel like I would say maybe like a let's say I'll say 6 point margin. I feel like Ron DeSantis wouldn't be too popular there. I feel like he would be well, except in the suburbs. Like I know I live in Minnesota, in the suburbs it would just go all crazy for Ron DeSantis. So I'm going to change that margin to this. What do you think about that? I feel like Joe Biden would win it. I feel like it would be by that margin because they're the suburbs. Minnesota has a lot of them. They would just love DeSantis, I could tell. Iowa, I think would go to Ron DeSantis nicely. So would Missouri and Arkansas, Louisiana, very conservative states, and Wisconsin. I feel like Wisconsin would go to Ron DeSantis in it nicely. I feel like that one. I feel like he would do well with the Trump base there. I feel like he would do well with the white. I feel like he would do well with the white collar workers and the groups that Trump won in 2020. I feel like Ron DeSantis would do pretty well with them, extremely well. I feel like he would do a very good job in those states. I feel like Joe Biden would obviously win Illinois. Kentucky, Tennessee, and Missouri, I think would also go to um, Ron DeSantis, and same with Indiana. Um, Michigan, this is probably the toughest one to do, but I feel like it would go to Ron DeSantis in a close lead. I don't know. I feel like that it would be closer than Wisconsin and Pennsylvania, which we will get to later, because it is probably the out of the blue collar swing states. Minnesota, I would not consider a blue collar swing state. It's a blue collar state, but not swing state. I would say Michigan's the more democratic one and liberal one, I guess. So I feel like that would go to Ron DeSantis, but in a pretty close margin. Ohio would go to Ron DeSantis nicely. So would West Virginia. I feel like Joe Biden would win Virginia. Ron DeSantis, I feel like he would win pretty well. I feel like he would be a a I forgot solid state for Ron DeSantis. Same with South Carolina, Georgia. I feel like he would win by about this margin. He is from Georgia. I feel like he would that margin. I feel like he would do well. I feel like the minority vote really maybe would not go out for Biden this one. I feel like he could do well in Georgia. And Florida, I feel like he would win super easily. I don't even think it could be in that margin. In Alabama, of course. Um, then Maryland, I think Maryland and Delaware would go to Joe Biden easily, and then Wisconsin, I think I'll give Wisconsin to Ron DeSantis in that margin. I feel like he would do popular there. Not, I feel like he would be most popular in Wisconsin, but I feel like he could do pretty well in Pennsylvania, maybe 4 or 3 point lead. I feel like he would do well with the white voters there, the hardworking white voters and whatever. New Jersey, I feel like could go to Joe Biden. So with New York, oops, and obviously um, Vermont, Massachusetts, and Rhode Island. Maybe I feel Joe Biden would win. To be honest, maybe it would be that margin of Connecticut. I feel like Connecticut, except for New Hampshire and Maine, I guess, Connecticut's one of the more moderate states in New England. I think. I guess I don't really know. Um, but I feel like that would go to Biden in that margin. Um, New Hampshire, I feel like that would go to Ron DeSantis. I feel like he would do well there. I feel like he would win if he did run, he would win the primaries there. I don't know why I'm saying that randomly. I feel like he would have won New Hampshire. And Maine, I feel like Joe Biden would not that district. I meant Ron DeSantis would win Maine's second district, and but Biden would obviously win Maine at large and Maine's first district. So I feel like that Biden would get 221 electoral votes, and Ron DeSantis would only get 300. I mean, not only get. I mean, he would get. Ron DeSantis would get 317. I feel like Ron DeSantis would do well with Biden's unpopularity. I feel like he would also do well with the Trump base and the blue collar workers. I feel like he would do well. But yeah, thanks for watching. Tell me what you guys think in the comments down below. And yeah, I feel like Ron DeSantis running in 2024 is extremely likely. He might be Trump's running mate. I could see that, but I think that Trump maybe would be more interested in some other figures, maybe. But yeah, thanks for watching. Please subscribe, please comment, and I'll see you guys again soon.